Well, we leave Saturday for our first tournament of the spring, really full field tournament. So girls are excited. We had a match in January against Baylor and Southern Cal, and we won in pretty convincing fashion. So we're riding a pretty good wave of momentum heading to Houston on Saturday. But come off of a great fall. The program hadn't had much success past couple of years, so I think we're ranked 17th in the polls right now. So the girls are ready to get after it in a busy spring coming up, really getting into March.
Did you, since this could be happening, I mean, I know you got a whole spring, but the success like that right out of the gate, did you expect that to happen?
I guess you never really know. You hope, but we had, the bones were there. We had a couple of great transfers with Haley Cooper from Texas, Zoe Slaughter from Houston, and Jenny Park from TCU that really helped bolster the lineup and gave us some depth and gave us, I think what was missing was more competition here. And as they say, iron sharpens iron. I think it just raised the bar, what it takes to get on the road. And any coach could tell you what they probably know what's going to happen on the road based on the week of practice. And you just see qualifying scores are better, harder. Just you just kind of have to have an edge about you longer than you probably had before.
What do you hope to get out of the first full field tournament? What would you like to see from your team?
Selfishly, we're going to Houston, so it's our first chance for me to be back around a lot of people that will be lifelong friends. We started that tournament 7 years ago, so there's an emotional side to it that you want to see how Lydia has raised the bar there, and with the event, and the namesake of the event, Icon, is Pamela and Tim O'Rourke, who supported our program there from the beginning. So, that's going to be selfishly, it's going to be nice to see some familiar faces and hug them around the neck and check on them. But the field is the best it's ever been. You got teams from both coasts coming in. So it'll be a chance to see, from January, where we're at now. And, it's a good chance to go get a lot of rust off, because March is really busy for us. We play 3 events pretty much in 3 weeks. So this will get a good chance, good look for us to see kind of who potentially could be on that stretch, because it's going to be hard to change the lineup just because you're on the road so much. So I think it's just an early look, more of a preview type of thing. But selfishly, I want to make a statement if we can while we're there.
Your players excited. What is their level to be able to play at a venue like this?
Oh, this is a PGA Tour event, or PGA Tour venue, excuse me. Golf Club of Houston, the tournament course there. The program has played there in the past, so for a lot of them, it's a familiar site. I have a lot of rounds on that place, so I think we'll be very prepared. They're just ready to go again. It's been almost a month since we've played a tournament, so there's an excitement building, and you're trying to harness that as long as you can. Then you just turn loose and let them go, and that's hopefully they'll play with a lot of freedom there, just based off the game plan we have from the experience on the golf course.
Somebody make a hole in one yesterday.
Yeah, Haley, yesterday was hard. The wind was howling here, which we don't get to see a lot of that, and Traditions is playing firm and fast. Haley finished. She birdied 15, had a hole in one on 16, birdied 17 and parred 18, and that finish gave her the lowest round by like 4 or 5 shots, and really catapulted her up into qualifying, and pretty much locked up a spot going to Houston. So she said it was her third of her career. But got to see it. If she was here, I'd have to keep her on. She laughed about it. She didn't like it how it came off the face. She actually dropped her club, and the thing is tracking the whole way, and it disappears. And she was playing with Ava and Amber, so we had a pretty cool moment there. But it was an amazing finish along with that. The hardest thing is to do, I think, from making a hole in one is almost a validation of hitting a quality shot on the next one, and she goes and birdies 17. So she had a great round yesterday.
What's been your main message to the girls, as the spring slate kind of ramps up, Coach?
It's just validation to the fall. I think we're training at a very high level. The gym has been phenomenal. Our practices are intense, and we focus on 4 simple things. But I just something happened in January at that match, and I can't describe it, but it was just a confidence that you saw them, how they carried themselves. match play, it's a totally different beast. It's, it's pretty much mano a mano. You can't hide yourself in the team, but maybe it was beating Baylor. Baylor's going to make a postseason run. I think they're now the best team in the Big 12. Southern Cal, plays for a national championship every year, and to beat those programs very handily, it couldn't help but give you a shot in the arm. But something changed there, just the chemistry, the gel of what we accomplished there, and I hadn't seen that all fall. And we played well in the fall, but something happened there. So I'm hoping just to keep fanning that into flames and it show up in Houston.